Now to the latest from Ukraine, its president accusing Russian forces of new atrocities and urging world leaders to do more to hold Vladimir Putin accountable. We have two reports, starting with NBC's Richard Engel. And once again, we want to warn you, the images coming out of Ukraine are disturbing. Richard, good morning.
Good morning, Savannah. After Russian forces pulled out from around Kyiv, Ukrainians are discovering more and more places that look like this. This is the town of Borodyanka, and rescue crews here aren't even looking for survivors anymore, just trying to count the bodies.
There's a large gap in the center of Borodyanka outside Kyiv, where an apartment building once stood. Residents say hundreds of civilians were hiding in shelters under these buildings, shelters that became tombs still unreachable under the debris. It's unclear how many were killed. Deliberately targeting civilians is a war crime, unless Russia can somehow prove that this was a military target. Borodyanka is just 15 miles from Bucha, where mass graves were discovered after Russian troops were driven out. Addressing the UN Security Council Tuesday, President Zelenskyy wondered if there's a point to having a Security Council if it can't provide security. Russia denies that its troops murdered civilians in Bucha, a Kyiv suburb, claiming Ukrainians staged the aftermath with actors. The Russian propaganda doesn't hold up to witness and survivor accounts. In front of their building in Bucha, Valentina and her friend said Russian soldiers went apartment to apartment, mostly looking for men. They were breaking open doors with axes and sledgehammers. She says, if you talked back, they shot you. She wanted to show me something behind the building.
She's saying one of her neighbors was so frightened because the Russian soldiers were banging on his door that he jumped out of that window on the third floor and came landing on the ground. He didn't die, hurt himself, but managed to escape. He thought the Russians were just going to shoot him dead. Desperation.
A few feet away was a grave Valentina dug with her friend.
You put up a cross. 4 people here?
2 were our neighbors, she says. We don't know who the other 2 are, but buried them anyway. She says all 4 of them were machine gunned by Russian troops. She doesn't know why. Please don't let this happen again, she says. We are regular, hard-working people. Down the street, the Abramov family was in their home when they say Russian soldiers threw a grenade through the window and set the house on fire. Vladimir and his daughter Irina came running out in the cold in slippers. They started to ask, where are the Nazis, he says.
They said we are Russians. We came to liberate you.
The soldiers grabbed Irina's husband Oleg and shot him in the head.
I started to shout, kill me too, because I have only one husband.
Ukrainian officials say hundreds of civilians were killed in Bucha, and the toll is rising as Russia appears to have used scorched earth tactics in its failed attempt to capture Kyiv.
Most of the victims here in Borodyanka appear to have been killed in airstrikes, but residents say that Russian forces were also brutal, at times shooting people on sight. Savannah?
Richard Engel, thank you very much.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.